It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Handoff here to Lloyd. This is ahead for about 5. Byron Murphy there to make the play. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On the give, it's Lloyd. Runs inside the 35. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's got a gain of 6 there. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Quay Walker. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. And the Packers at a 50B out there for this 3rd down play. Powell from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Going option, headed left on this first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Caught by the open man. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. First carry of the game for the rookie out of Alabama. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. And the shotgun. Howell finds Smith and Jigba. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Howell out of the shotgun. And the floater falls to the deck. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Coming off the edge, and it's blocked! They've got the block near midfield. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Play fake, it's Love. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Go!
To the air with Love. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go!
Love from the gun. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way, and actually loses yards. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And it'll be Seahawks football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Quincy Williams making the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now Love. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down.
Go.
Blitz coming, Love. That's Gesicki, he's got it! And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Throwing the out route complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down throw, here's Love. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here we go.
Lloyd running dead ahead. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty. He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Howell back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
On the set.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Set.
Throwing from the gun. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Back 60. Set.
Rush coming for Howell. He's got a man left. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Go.
Short side option here. He's running left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Barner's got it. It's complete. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Howell throwing on 3rd down. Dump off caught by his back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Quick pass left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll run here on 1st down. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Now Howell off to play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now they have 3rd and short.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go.
Howell throwing for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Seahawks driving ahead. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. All movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 40-yard scamper, and they get some yards back. It's 2nd and 11.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Thrown on 1st down, Love. Complete out to the right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Dumped off to his running back. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Love to throw again. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Second and 10, Love trying again. This is reeled in by Reed. He has room past the 25. Running down the left side. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Here's Howell, 1st and 10. to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's Howell. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go.
To throw again, it's Howell. He's going deep this time. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Viking 18. Ready. Go.
Howell from the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On first down, they'll run. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's got it over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Short pass brought in. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. And the shotgun, Howell. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Ready up.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2.
Get up.
Play action here with Howell. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw left side, complete. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
70 Lions. Go.
Throwing now off play action. Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for 2. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Palmer. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Give now to the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Okay,
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. Down to the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30.
Got it. Ready?
They're out and set, first and 10.
Set.
Working from the pistol, Powell. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here we go. Set.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Set.
First and 10 from the 41.
Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, ball at the 36.
Let's go.
Powell out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the air on first down, Howell. It is caught left side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This throw is caught. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Set up.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Second and goal coming up from the 7. Back to throw. Here's Howell. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. Extremely important moment here for the Seahawks as they go for 2.
Let's go now.
He's throwing for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail? It would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers go up by 12 in the 4th. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. It's caught, Barner. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Now Howell to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Howell throwing for it. Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Now Howell off to play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That one gonna go against the D. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Set.
From the red zone now. Caught near the pylon. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Set. Hut.
Here's Howell. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. He keeps it himself. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Sam Howell touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Palmer. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And he's going to fight his way forward for a modest pickup to the 43. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back to the well again. Oh no, the ball is loose! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
60 Eagle.
From the 47. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's Dotson on the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Packers make the play that should win them this game. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here.
19, Tiger, 9, come on, set.
The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Ready up.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Cowboy 80. Set up. Go.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here he is to throw. Setting up the running back screen. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Let's go now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Let go.
The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.